One of the things that I'm interested in is leadership as a phrase. What does it actually mean to you in your world?
Yeah. So for me, it's been really authentic.
Yeah.
It's having passion and purpose, as I mentioned earlier. Um, for me, it's also about pushing the status quo. Um, and I think a lot of us, with our personal and our professional challenges, I'm definitely one to have many of them, as you know me personally as well, is, like I like to try to disrupt myself by pushing and challenging the status quo and pushing what I do, no matter what it is, to always question why we do it, um, and how can we do it better, and how do we change, the people around us to think differently. And I think that's what leadership is about. It's about, and not having all the answers but it's inspiring greatness. And I think that's really key, to not just have all the answers, but give people purpose to drive change to find those answers.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, and I really like that phrase of "I like to disrupt myself." I think that's it's a really core decision. But I often see leadership and parenthood as almost sort of quite closely linked, and the thought of disrupting myself is very worrying when it comes to parenthood.
Well, I do that way too often. As you know, I embarked on a MBA, pregnant with my third child, and disrupted myself about challenging. Everyone said I couldn't do it, and I really wanted to do it. And so, with my
Well,
newborn, and I went across the world to learn more and be better. And I think we both found that was quite an experience as
and
well,
I and
which
I
I do
remember you
question
doing
why I did that in the first place.
it. Yeah. I remember when you did it, and I also remember, and for those of you who you should link up with Helen on LinkedIn and go back through the COVID times. And it was one of my great memories of COVID was watching Helen's sort of time-lapse videos of working and parenting in Singapore. And it always brought a smile to my face, because I just knew that was the experience that everyone was having. So, and actually, do you know what? That for me was a true display of leadership, because it was humanizing what everybody else was going through, but not willing to sort of share it. And you sort of overshared to the extent that it made people go, okay, wow, we're all there. So that's leadership.